Welcome back everyone to our Let's Play series of Motorsport Manager. So in our last video we came away with a great result with the victory and taking the top podium spot in Singapore. So as we head to our 9th event, we are going to be looking for more of the same. We picked up 3 points in the team standings and we're now only 5 out of the lead. So very happy with the results so far, and we'll look for more of the same going forward. Let's move through these emails, and a nice morale boost, which of course we're already maxed out there, but we get a morale boost for the victory. Let's accept the interview and see what we've got. Okay, so we attempted a quick pit stop and it resulted in a mistake. I don't remember that actually. I remember stacking them up in the pits, which was not very intelligent on my part. But okay, Motorsport into place for gambling. Okay, so now we're, in the most recent update, weeks ago now, but in the most recent update, they added some more options in for these interviews, but now those have grown stale as well. All right, so we had to go for it. That's my standard answer in all of those, because I don't know what else that you would possibly want me to say. I mean, gambling is most assuredly part of the sport. And if you're not pushing hard, then why are you even out there? Okay, so both cars are now repaired. We can get back to it. And I want them to get back to working on this engine. And of course, we've got another new part in development, which is finishing up, looks like now. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at our sponsorship opening. We've got one opening in our fixed payment sponsor, and let's see what we've got. Unfortunately, none of these options really look all that good. I mean, here you're not even quite 200,000 per race, 200,000 here. I mean, I'm not sure what the deal is. We've had a couple of victories. We're second in team points, but none of that seems to matter. So we're going to have to go. This is our best offer. Some upfront money gets us back to almost 17.4 million. And so, okay, we got a new vote started, and let's go ahead and get going on that. Again, let's see how much voting power do I have at this point. I've got 8. Wow. All right, we're going to vote against this. Again, not that I care all that much about what happens. And it gets approved. Okay, so you're going to have both the virtual and the physical safety car, which I don't like. I like the virtual only. Okay, let's get back to our car parts. Of course, we're working on this particular engine and also these other parts. Okay, the spoiler's not quite ready. That must mean it's going to take a few more seconds, and it does. There we go. Spoiler build is ready. And we've got 15 days until our next race. You can see here at the top of the screen. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, let's go ahead and build another spoiler. Okay, we know we want this. And let's see, what more do we want? I don't want the risk level. I really don't want this either. This is completely useless to me. And that would be okay. I guess let's do the one during qualifying. Oh, I hate doing this. But I guess it's about the best option we've got. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Man, I'm tempted to do the 25 to max, but I'm probably not going to be able to use that at any point. So we'll take a little bit of a bonus in qualifying, I suppose. Okay, so here I'm going to let the engine go ahead and get done, at least when I say done, above 80% for sure, and then I will bring in the spoiler and work on that. So it shouldn't be too many more days. Oh, we got server problems, which means that it's time to spend some money, and we'll just go ahead and spend the money. I'm not terribly worried about that. Okay. So far, so good, 92%. Let's go ahead and remove that. And the spoiler now gets added in. And let's move everything back over. Okay, so now we have our engines. We'll be ready with a brand new engine, and we'll have a nice jump here for one of the drivers, almost roughly 45 there, looks like. Okay, so 1 hour after the race, this one will be done, but remember, that's at 100%. So we're not necessarily looking for 100%. We got a new spoiler that is about to be finished. There we go. A couple of emails in line. Yes, we are doing better than our target of 4th. So we are in no danger of losing our job, which would be kind of odd considering we started the team. Okay, our new spoiler is finished. So now I'm going to add it in right here. And the two of these combined should get up to our 70, I would think. We've only got 7 days left, so it's going to be close, but I think we're going to be okay. Okay, so now new parts that need to be designed. Let's take a look at where we're lacking. We're doing pretty good on the engine. Now it says that we're 4th, but apparently the top 4 are very close here. We're 4th here as well, 3rd here, but again, we're very close. Let's see, acceleration, we really don't have any extra room there. And so if we're going to make up anything, it's probably going to be in the engine department. Okay, and let's just take a quick look. So we're going to get above 700, probably about 710 to make any sense to do it. So let's see if we can even get there. About 710, and I don't think we can, quite frankly, get there. All right, so we're going to go here, 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 and here. Can we get there? It gets us to 708. And okay. No, not really. I mean, we might be able to get a little bit there, but not enough. For sure, not enough to get us where we want to be. Brakes, we really can't do a whole lot there. Although I do see that we can use a pretty sizable jump here if we can get another one in the 520 to 530 range. So let's see if we can do that. All right, here we go, right there. And let's see. That is another one that I cannot see anything because of the font colors. That's 546, so that's great. That's what we want. Let's see, let's make sure we did use up all of our spaces. Yes, we did. We have no risk of breaking the rules because that is definitely not what we're looking for. All right, so we're going to get the most we can here for the 2 spoilers. And we'll see how this all works out for us. I'm not terribly worried about the spoilers as we go to the next race, but let's take a look and let's see where we got to. 76 and 63. Okay, so not wonderful for that. Let's run down a little bit. You can see 79% is where we've been for the most part. Let's see. Our Deans will not have the spoiler as a critical component. So I think we're going to be in good shape. Now, the 63% is not going to do us any favors. So we're no good there. But at least one of our cars is going to be able to get an upgrade. Okay, so we'll take that. All right, let's go ahead and pick our sponsor objective, which will be 3rd or above, and then fit our parts. Great thing here is that we will be able to move up our engines, so that will be very nice. Okay, so we're going to have some good brakes, which we're working on a little bit better brakes, which will be a nice improvement. We've got pretty good gearboxes here. And let's see, let's go ahead and move up our cars. So we'll go from 372 to 404. So a very nice increase there for what has been our #1 driver. Okay, and then same thing there. Okay, we're in great shape. We'll continue there. And from this point, I'll see you at the racetrack. Practice and qualifying now out of the way, and we're off to a very good start to the race. So we're going to start 5th and 7th on the grid. Of course, that misses our race sponsor objective of 3rd or above for qualifying, but we pretty much knew that was going to happen. So our bonuses, not wonderful for the race, as the AI spent the entire time of practice in qualifying trim. So we're going to have a couple of bonuses here for tires, and our same 2 bonuses as is normal for Reeve on the pit stop. Let's take a look at the setups. My traditional 1 adjustment there got us up to 96% here. The tires are, because it's not raining, we are locked in on our tire selection. We have 75% wear left. And we're going to be looking at 2 pit stops here. We're going to be looking at 5, 5, and 4. So hopefully we can make it at least 4 laps on these tires. We'll see how the tire wear goes. But I will definitely not be looking to push these tires until I can be certain that I can get at least 4 laps out of this first set. So we're looking pretty good there. 5 laps would be the most we could get pushing the engine anyway. So I think we're in pretty good shape there. 95% on the setup here, although it does bug me that there is not a green or a purple there as well. Locked on the tires because we're in the top 10, and maxed out on the fuel. So driver strategy is going to be our normal, high engine mode for both drivers, and neutral driving style. So again, we need our tires to last at least 4 laps. Actually, we need one of them to last 5 laps because I need to stagger out the pit stops. Let's see, where is pit road? There it is. So we're going to go ahead and get our camera lined up, turn on automatic for our battery and our ERS system, and we're off to the races. Okay, so we're 3rd and 8th right now. Let's hope we can keep up that good start. And for some reason, that guy just went by both cars in front of them like they were standing still. That is no good whatsoever. But remember, for us, this first stint is as much about tires as it is about anything else. And so now Reeve has dropped all the way back and completely destroyed any thought we had of a great strategy here by going from about, what was it, 7th or 9th back to 16th. So a horrible start there. So we're essentially, okay, so we've got a virtual safety car that almost missed. So let's go ahead and back up on that. Now, the question is, do we pit? And quite frankly, I'm not sure why we would. Let's take a quick look and see what happens if we do pit. We're going to put on our final set of fresh rubber, which is no good for us because we want to save that if at all possible. So what I do want to have happen is, if possible, I want to stay out and not have to come in, because if I come in, we're going to lose spots. I'm pretty sure anyway, and use up another set of tires. So I really don't see that we have much, if anything, to gain. So I'm going to stay out. Let's see. Both drivers. Actually, I think I am going to come in, because what I need to do, yeah, let's leave this driver out. See if we can't get some track position that way. But I do need to stagger these guys out a little bit. So I'm going to put on the best set of rubber I've got, which looks to be one of these. Okay, and let's go ahead and do that. And okay. Okay, this will stagger us out so we don't have to make pit stops for both cars. So everybody is staying out. Man, except for me, I thought that they might. Okay. Well, that didn't work out as I had hoped. So now we are going to see what we can do. I thought we might get lucky and have some guys come in to the pits, but that did not happen. So again, 5, 5, and 4 are the stints you need to make it all the way to the end. Okay, so 17th and 19th, this is pretty much worst case scenario. So we'll see what we can do as we get to, oh, we've had a crash. No safety car, no virtual safety car, so that's good for us. Okay, now we can calm down a little bit here. So we had one car pit. All right, so here on lap 5, we should have the rest of the cars coming in. And we're going to go ahead and go that route. Fill up with fuel, put the new tires on, and move right along. All right, so now we're up to 10th. And now we're still in 17th with our second driver. The rest of the cars should be coming in this time by. And we're getting held up tremendously here by this 9th place car. All right, here we go. We got to really put the pedal to the metal, make up some spots here. We come out in the lead for now. So we're going to need to have just one more pit stop. That's our goal right now, is one more pit stop. And if we play this right, we should come out in great shape as we have a nice size lead here. All right, so we've got rain. Wow. That is going to get very wet very fast. We are going to try to catch this right at the beginnings, put on our inters, and we got 7 laps remaining. We are not going to be able to make that, so we are just going to push like crazy. All right, let's hope for no issues in the pits. Okay, we're far enough apart that by the time the wetness gets to that point, hopefully we're in good shape. All right, let's go ahead and set up our second pit stop. So everybody came out on the inters, and of course, except for us. Okay, here we go. Our first place car, our lead is dwindling very quickly here. You can see it's dwindling very, very quickly. Okay, there we go. We are now in the pits, and that may be it for us. Let's see. So we've got 6 laps to go, I believe was the call last time around. I missed it. So we are in 9th and 17th. Of course, 17th is completely useless to us. Anything beyond the top 6 gets us nothing. But now we should start to see. All right, so we got 5 laps remaining. We've got plenty of fuel, so let's go ahead and push. Everybody else is going to have to come back in one more time, unless they are saving a ton. And I don't see anybody that's on that strategy. Well, I see 1, 2 blues down there. But I don't think their tires are going to get them where they want to be with that strategy. But again, we'll see how it is. All right, wanting to come in for wets? No, we are definitely not going to do that. All right, so we're going to pick up a few more spots here as time goes on. Just from the pit stops that these guys are going to be making. So if you look at those in front of us, we're lapping about a second or so quicker Then those in front, you can see the indication there that this guy is coming into the pits. And I see several pit stops. So now we move up to, are we going to get third? Yes, we do. So now second and first is the question. Do they come in as well? So we're still back in 12th place with Reeves, so that's going to do us no good whatsoever. So now we're hoping that the second and leading cars come into the pits, and I see at least one of them with the icon that they're coming in, and both of them come in. So now that puts us right up to the lead. So we got 2 laps remaining. Can we hold on for the victory? That is the question. Second place car is closing in on us just a little bit, and of course it is Eskin. So Eskin is extremely fast. And is in full attack mode. Let's go full attack mode. What have we got to lose? We're on the final lap. We're ahead by 1.3 seconds. 1.2. He's now right there with us. So now we just need to make no mistakes and we can bring home this victory. So we're in 11th place with our second car and not looking like we're going to have any chance to move up from there into the points paying positions. And so here we are coming out of the last corner, and we will take it. So we take the victory. Wow. At the very beginning of the race, it was not looking good for us. That is for sure. Especially since I took that chance in coming in when I did on the first virtual safety car and nobody else came in. But it gave us that few more laps of fuel to run some quicker laps before being forced to come in for the inters, and everything worked out great. All right, so before I forget, let's go ahead and do a save because I do not want to lose this victory. It has happened before. If you've been following the series from the beginning, you know that our very first victory that we got in the game came that way. I ran the entire race and then unfortunately lost that result in the victory due to a game crash at the end. But now we've got a save, so we've locked in that victory. So here we are. Let's see what happens as far as points. So we should come away in good shape and gain at least a point or two. I did not notice where the other hammer car came in, but we get the victory. We get the 10 points. There's 6 points there. So hopefully we'll gain more than, we're going to gain at least 1 point, but hopefully more than that. So driver championship, we are still second and third. They're a good distance behind. So Eskin's all but got this locked up, unless he has a crash or something like that going forward. All right, so we did. We picked up a couple of points. Now we're only 3 out in the team championship. So it's going to come right down to the wire here. After 9 of 13 rounds, we are 3 points out. And of course, we are dwarfing the competition here. None of the competition is even close to the top 2 teams. All right, let's move our way through the final few screens. So once again, we only pick up a couple of points, but we're getting there. If we can pick up points, gain points every race, then we'll end up taking home the big trophy at the end of the year. So once again, all our relationships, for some reason we lost a little bit of relationship here. I'm not sure why. It must have been something on a pit stop that I didn't notice. Of course, it's hard for me to notice when this driver is continually losing spots during the race instead of gaining them, or at least holding their own. So we once again came in first in the team standings. That's what we're after. Another 1 point increase to our marketability. We lose 1.15 million, but again, we're getting down toward the end of the season. We still have plenty of money remaining. So we are in great shape financially. All right, so as we come back to the home screen, I thank you very much for joining me in our second victory in a row, and also another race where we managed to gain more points on the team championship. So stay tuned for more Motorsport Manager.